Chapter 5 Continuity and Differentiability. First of all, let us learn what I mean by continuous function. A function f at x is equal to a is said to be continuous if left hand limit is equal to right hand limit equal to f of a. F of a is nothing but image of a function. Okay. So if left hand limit and right hand limit is equal to its image, that is, what do you mean by left hand limit? Left hand limit is nothing but limit x tends to a minus f of x is equal to right hand limit is nothing but x tends to a plus f of x is equal to f of a. Now when we introduce h, that is, instead of x, if we substitute h, where h tends to 0, f of limit h tends to 0, f of a minus h is equal to limit h tends to 0, f of a plus h is equal to f of a. If we obtain left hand limit and right hand limit and f of a, all the three values to be as equal, then we say that a function is continuous. Then the function is continuous at x is equal to a. Okay. So function எப்போ continuous அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம்னா எந்த ஒரு பாயிண்ட்ல continuousனு சொல்லுவோம்னா left hand limit to right hand limit to ரெண்டுமே வந்து ஈக்குவலா இருக்கணும், அதோட இமேஜ்க்கு ஈக்குவலா இருக்கணும். So left hand limitனா நெகட்டிவ் சைன் யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம், right hand limitனா பாசிட்டிவ் சைன் யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம். So limit x tends to a minus f of x, limit x tends to a plus f of x. So இந்த ரெண்டு வேல்யூஸும் f of a க்கு ஈக்குவலா இருக்கணும். இப்போ h இன்ட்ரோடியூஸ் பண்ணோம் அப்படிங்கும்போது limit h tends to 0 f of a minus h is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of a plus h is equal to f of a. So இந்த definition நீங்க கண்டிப்பா படிக்கணும். Exercise 5.1. First question, prove that the function f of x is equal to 5x minus 3 is continuous at x is equal to 0, at x is equal to minus 3 and x is equal to 5. We have to prove that this function is continuous at three different points, x equal to 0, x equal to minus 3, x is equal to 5. So f of x வந்து x ஓட வேல்யூ 0 ன்ற இடத்துலயும் அதே மாதிரி x equal to minus 3, x equal to 5 இந்த மூணு வேல்யூஸ்லயும் இந்த f of x வந்து continuous நம்ம prove பண்ணணும். So for that, first of all, let us consider the function f of x is equal to 5x minus 3. Now we are going to consider the point at x is equal to 0. Now we know that a function is continuous if left hand limit is equal to right hand limit equal to image. So first of all, let us consider the left hand limit. So what is the left hand limit? Left hand limit h tends to 0 f of a minus h, isn't it? Limit h tends to 0 f of a minus h. So this is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of, what is a? A is nothing but 0. 0 minus h. Actually, what is f of x? F of x is nothing but 5x minus 3. Now we have to substitute limit h tends to 0 f of, what is 0 minus h? It is nothing but minus h. Now we have to substitute in the place of x as minus h. F of x value is 5x minus 3. We are having f of minus h. So in the place of x we have to substitute minus x, minus h. So this is equal to limit h tends to 0 5 into minus h minus 3. Now we just substitute h value to be as 0. When I substitute h value to be as 0, what happens? 5 into 0 is 0. 0 minus 3 is nothing but minus 3. We obtained the LHL value, that is left hand limit value. Now right hand limit. So right hand limit. So what is right hand limit? It is nothing but limit h tends to 0 f of a plus h. So this is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of, in the place of a we are having 0. So 0 plus h. So this is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of, what is 0 plus h? It is nothing but h. Now we have to substitute in the place of x as h. So this is equal to limit h tends to 0 5h minus 3. Now what is h? H is nothing but 0. When I apply h value as 0, we get minus 3. That is 0 minus 3 is minus 3. So we obtain left hand limit is equal to right hand limit. Now we have to consider the image, that is f of a. So what is f of a? A is nothing but 0. So f of x value is 5x minus 3. So in the place of x we have to substitute 0. 5 into 0 minus 3 is equal to minus 3. So left hand limit equal to right hand limit equal to image. So LHL is equal to RHL is equal to f of a. Therefore we conclude that f is continuous at x is equal to a, that is x is equal to 0. So this is the first part of the question. So left hand x oda value 0 nu solli nam substitute pandrom, 0 nu solli substitute panna, left hand limit find out pannarom, left hand limit find out pandrom, right hand limit find out pandrom, image find out pandrom. So இந்த மூணு valuesமே நமக்கு equal ஆ இருக்கு. Therefore we conclude that f is continuous at x is equal to 0. Now we have to find out for x is equal to minus 3. Now the next one is at x is equal to minus 3. So left hand limit h tends to 0, f of a minus h. So this is equal to limit h tends to 0, f of what is a value is minus 3 minus h. Now in the place of x we have to substitute minus 3 minus h. So limit h tends to 0, 5 into x, that is 5 into minus 3 minus h minus 3. Is it clear? 5x minus 3, in the place of x we are substituting minus 3 minus h. Now we have to substitute h value to be as 0. So h value to be as 0 in the sense that 5 into minus 3 minus 0 minus 3. So 5 into minus 3 is minus 15. Because minus 3 minus 0 is minus 3, no? So 0 kuda நம்ம எது add பண்ணாலும் subtract பண்ணாலும் the same answer தான் வரப்போகுது. So minus 3 minus 0 is minus 3. So 5 into minus 3 is minus 15 minus 3. So this is equal to minus 18. So we obtain the LHL limit. So left hand limit la என்ன substitute பண்றோம், x ஓட value minus 3 னு சொல்லி நம்ம minus 3 கான minus 3 x is equal to minus 3 க்கு நம்ம வந்து வெரிஃபிகேஷன் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். லெஃப்ட் ஹேண்ட் லிமிட்ல நம்ம சப்ஸ்டிட்யூட் பண்றோம், minus 18 கிடைக்குது. நெக்ஸ்ட் ரைட் ஹேண்ட் லிமிட்க்கு நம்ம எடுக்கிறோம். RHL limit h tends to 0, f of a plus h. So this is equal to limit h tends to 0. What is a? A is nothing but a minus 3 plus h. So in the place of x we have to substitute 5x minus 3. So in the place of x we have to substitute minus 3 plus h. So limit h tends to 0, 5 into minus 3 plus h minus 3. So this is equal to, when I substitute h value to be as 0, we get 5 into minus 3 plus 0 minus 3. So minus 3 plus 0 is minus 3. 5 into minus 3 is minus 15 minus 3, which is equal to minus 18. So we obtain the right hand limit. The next we have to find the image f of a. So f of a value is nothing but minus 3. So what is actually f of x? F of x oda value enna, 5x minus 3. So idile minus 3 substitute pandrom. So 5 into minus 3 minus 3. So minus 15 minus 3, this gives minus 18. Now we can observe that LHL is equal to RHL is equal to f of a. Therefore left hand limit is equal to right hand limit is equal to f of a. What we conclude? So f is continuous at x is equal to minus 3. At x is equal to minus 3. So f வந்து continuous. In the point la minus 3 la continuous to conclude பண்றோம். Next we have to find for x is equal to 5. The next one is at x is equal to 5. So limit h tends to 0, f of a minus h. So this is equal to limit h tends to 0, f of a value is 5 minus h. So when I substitute in the place of 5x minus 3, as in the place of x we have to substitute 5 minus h. So 5 into 5 minus h, limit h tends to 0 minus 3. So limit h tends to 0, 5, when I substitute h value to be as 0, what happens? 5 minus 0 is 5. 5 5s are 25. 25 minus 3 is equal to 25 minus 3 is equal to 22. So we obtain the left hand limit. Next right hand limit. Limit h tends to 0, f of a plus h. So limit h tends to 0, f of a value is 5 plus h. So limit h tends to 0, in the place of x we are having 5 plus h. So 5 into 5 plus h minus 3, that is in the place of f of x we have to substitute this. This is equal to, when I substitute h value to be as 0, what happens? 5 plus 0 is 5. 5 5s are 25. 25 minus 3. 25 minus 3 oda value என்ன வரும்? 22. The next one the f of a. f of a is equal to 5. f of 5. So we know that f of x is equal to 5x minus 3. So 5 into 5 minus 3, 5 5s are 25, 25 minus 3, this gives 22. So we obtain left hand limit equal to right hand limit is equal to f of a. So left hand limit is equal to right hand limit is equal to f of a. Therefore f is continuous. Therefore f is continuous at x is equal to 5. So this is the answer. Thus we proved that the function is continuous at all the 3 points.